Wow.
I have no words because
This is rare.
it's
Got no words.
I think because I'm enjoying the conversation so much because personal development is something that's really close to our hearts, and it's something that I think unknowingly, really, isn't it, that we are trying to bring awareness to other dog professionals because of how much it's impacted our lives and how much we can see that it then, like you say, like you're not necessarily looking at it just from the money point of view, but we're impacting the dogs that we end up getting into this industry for by connecting with the humans and doing all of this stuff and just living a much happier, calmer doesn't feel right for me, but that happier, more fulfilled life.
Yeah. And it is that ripple effect, isn't it, like you talked about? It definitely will, because if you feel like that, then it's going to spread to the people that you work with, and they're going to spread it to people that they're around.
Yeah,
as well,
without a doubt. And I think you've hit the nail on the head. I mean, you can use personal development to have more money. You can have personal development to have more time. You can have personal development to have less stress or more peace, or however you want to phrase it. And if you were to ask most people, do you want to have more money, more time, more peace, or less stress? They're going to go, well, yeah. And you go, well, this is what you've got to do then. They go, really? Is it as simple as that? And I mean, if you learn it and apply it, because of course, just learning it isn't going to wash, but it's transformational.
Yeah, it's I always think it's a little bit strange when you start talking about personal development, because I don't think it's an easy to grasp concept. It's not like there's not a book like called, I mean there might be now, but like go and get this personal development thing, is it? It's like you say, like The Secret is, it's the law of attraction, and then you've got almost like your marketing strategies, but there's mindset involved in that, and it's all these different facets that you need to almost keep unpeeling. And I feel like you're in a very much, she's my onion at the moment. We're unpeeling lots of layers while she's on this relatively fresh journey into her PD.
Well, it's interesting you say that, because in the book I literally write about something called the onion process, which is exactly that. When you cut an onion, or you take layers of an onion, what happens? You know, the old waterworks come on.
That's me at the moment, I'm telling you.
And as we unravel these layers, and I think of these layers are all of this stuff that we plaster on. And it's when we start peeling these layers off, yeah, sure, there's some emotion from time to time. But what we're doing is we're getting to that truer and truer version of ourselves. Whereas an onion, you first see an onion where it's got all the brown skin around it, and then it's not quite brown, but it's more juicy. It's not really dry and crispy, and gradually, and then you get to this sort of pure white, and that's really what we're doing.
Yeah.
So who do you work? Do you work with anybody that needs your help, or do you target certain types of people?
Yeah, good question. So over the last 9 years, I mean, to date I've worked with about 2,500 people in a variety of different formats, events, workshops, coaching programs, one-on-one, which has ranged from everyone, from celebrities, professional athletes, high-profile business owners, right through to I've had the phone call at the early hours of the morning when someone's about to commit suicide, right? So it's really been that spectrum. But the majority of people that I work with these days are entrepreneurs, business owners that are looking at levelling up their life to some degree. And I'm an entrepreneur myself, so I sort of live it, I breathe it, and I can definitely relate to that. But really it boils down to wanting to help people. I think my belief is that success, however you define success, is 80% mindset, 20% skills and mechanics. So if you can get what's going on up here, then the rest, I'm not going to say is easy, but it can be simple. And that, I think, is the part that the majority of people battle with. They haven't grasped it because they haven't learned it.